Hi everyone, I'm Laura. I'm the Curvy Stitcher. This is a channel about cross stitch, and I'm here to share with you my Maynia progress. It's been 9 days since my last video. I don't know if I told you, but today is Tuesday, May 26, 2020. And it's been 9 days since my last update. One of those days I didn't stitch, and 7 I stitched on my stocking, and 1 I stitched on gathering eggs. It's a Mirabilia pattern, but I got it out of a cross stitch magazine. I told you about it in my last video. But DENA with half stitch, cross stitch, and we stitched together, and it was so much fun. The time just flew by. I thoroughly enjoyed visiting with her. She's so knowledgeable about cross stitch, and I picked her brain about several things I was having trouble with. Like one of them was stitching with that gold thread on my grandson's stocking. So and I'm going to show you my progress on that. I'm going to keep this video short, so if it appears like I'm rushing, that's kind of why I'm rushing. My mom has discovered that she likes word search puzzles on the iPad. And I know, because I play games on the iPad, I like the graphics and the sounds and all that kind of stuff. They kind of encourage you. So I'm sharing my iPad. So I am I'm going to make short videos and post them. They're probably not going to be as often because I want to leave my iPad with hers until hers comes in, because she wanted an iPad. So I was just so tickled to discover that, and that came, my sister-in-law had suggested that game because my mom was buying books, word search puzzle books, and my sister-in-law suggested that game. She said, she could play forever with an iPad app, and I just thought, why didn't I think of that? But anyway, so she needs an iPad, so we've ordered one, but it's going to be about a month before it gets here. So this is my progress on gathering eggs that I stitched with DENA. I did not stitch hardly any when I was talking to her, because it is so new to me, and I just can't stitch and visit as well as she can. She can stitch and visit, but it requires my concentration. But even though these were blocks of colors, I thought I would have no trouble with it, but I do. So I'm going to, next time I do a Zoom or go to a stitching meetup, I'm going to stitch around something beforehand and then fill it in, so I don't have to count, because anyway, if your fabric's not gridded and you're not doing that kind of thing, you just even counting 5 stitches is hard, make mistakes. So anyway, this is so pretty. I love the border. I love the colors in it. So there it is again. It's going to be pretty. I stitched up here and started down here. Anyway, love the colors in this. Very pretty. Okay, so that was a fun interruption to Maynia. Maynia, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm enjoying monogamously stitching. So I'm going to show you my progress on my stocking. This is 7 days worth of stitching, but you know, I tweaked the squirrel a little bit. I think there were only a few stitches. There were some around this tail that were gray that I put in because it was over here in this bird was the same color around the bottom of the tail, so I went back and got that. And I filled in the eyes and all that when I was doing this snowman's dark colors. I filled in the eyes on the squirrel. And I basically have all the stitching done on the hat down to the squirrel. I have not started on the scarf because as you can see, I decided to go up. I did a lot of half stitches in here with the blue. Very, very pale blue. It looks almost white. I'm not sure y'all can see that. But I did that. And that's the bird is totally stitched. Of course, it needs back stitching. And I started on the bird on the snowman's hat. I think this must be a female cardinal. You know, because when I was pulling the colors, I was like, I didn't realize there was that much brown in a cardinal. But then I thought, the female cardinal, there is. So, you know, that's, don't know if you can see that. But I've started on that bird. And I decided to go up. I was debating about that. But quite proud of that progress. And I appreciate y'all letting me show you some monogamous stitching. Sometimes that can be quite boring, especially if I post every day. But like I said before, my plans have changed on that. So as you can see, I go with the flow, and I hope everybody's enjoying their Maynia. For some of you, it's probably done because you might have stitched 20 projects, or, you know. But I think a lot of people are making like 5 starts. Like they're starting something every Monday or every Friday, or, you know, they're doing something like that, and they're doing 5 starts. So anyway, however you're doing it, or if you're just watching it, thank you for watching, and it's fun. I did that last year. I did not participate, and I watched some. My daughter was going through a lot right then. She had a battle with breast cancer, and but she's doing very well. I mean, she's finished finally. I think our last treatment is coming up, you know, or just finished. Yeah, just finished. And these are not hard chemo treatments. These are infusions of something, you know, that's going to help her suppress the growth of anything. Because the way hers was, it was attached to estrogen. So anyway, she's doing a lot of things to prevent that from coming back, and but her infusions are over, and she's healthy and happy, and her kids are wonderful. We had a visit with them over the holiday, and that's another thing. Memorial Day, I have not lost any. So I was rambling a little bit about Memorial Day, but what I was trying to say was that I have not lost anybody to while they were serving our country, but I know a lot of people have, and this holiday means so much to them, and they want their loved ones sacrificed, acknowledged, and remembered. And I would like to do that. I don't, like I say, I've never had a family member give the ultimate sacrifice, but I do appreciate those that have, and I want to thank their families for their sacrifice. And so that leads me to say so long, and we'll see you as soon as I can post another video. I will share my progress, and I have something to show. I will share my progress with you, and I hope you enjoy your Maynia. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye-bye.